but he was wounded for our transgression. I need you to know that it was because of us. What you saw in the life of Jesus is a mirror of your situation. It is your grief. It is your sorrow. Are you there? It was your injury. It was your sickness. When we considered him smitten of God, when we considered him afflicted of God, it was yours. All the things Jesus went through, on account of which we despised him, were the things that we deserved. Jesus literally put himself in our shoe so that he will live the life that we were meant to live, that we could never have lived. We are going to position ourselves in all of the points of the suffering of our conquering Messiah. That the wounds of Jesus will not be wasted on my own account. Are you with me? It will not be wasted on my own account. Jesus cannot be wounded and I am still bound in transgression. God forbid. He was bruised for my iniquities. Like I said, I don't have time to deal with. So it is here now that you'll understand that sin is such a complex thing. Are you with me? Yes, sin is such a complex thing. There is a distinction between transgression, to transgress, to miss the mark, and iniquity. Are you there? But it was for our transgression that they wounded him. It was for our iniquities that he was bruised. And so that we will not go through life agitated. So that we will not go through life in distress, psychological, emotional distress. So that we will not go through life depressed. In order for us to enter into the economy of peace, he was disciplined. He was chastened. The chastisement, that is the chastisement that brought us peace, was upon him. And I need you to understand that there are 4 things in this one verse alone. Wounds. That there was no aspect of the sufferings of Jesus that was pointless. There's a fountain filled with blood drawn from Emmanuel's reign. And sinners plunge beneath the flood. They lose all their guilty stain. Well, my point was to say to you that in this one verse, wounds, bruise, chastisement, stripes, all right? You have about 4 items here. I was saying to you that everything that Jesus Christ went through at the hands of the enemy was to deal with an aspect of the consequence of the fall in the Garden of Eden, so that no aspect of Jesus' suffering was pointless. He bore the punishment for our sins that he did not commit. They were ours. The sins were our own. But he bore the punishment for those sins. That was why you remember when he was on the cross. And the Roman soldiers, they say, you know what, we've done our job. Let's tidy up. Who else is still alive? Let's finish this thing so we can. And because they were accomplished executors. They knew how to fast track the process. If it's by crucifixion and if you are hanging on too long onto life, they know how to hasten the process. So they came to Jesus to hasten that process. And then they realized that it's like this man has died. And the way to hasten that process was to have broken his bones. So in order to confirm if indeed he has died, they now pierced his side. And when they pierced his side, water and blood came out of his side. You know, it had always marveled me. I always worried, like, what is this whole thing? How is it that it's okay for somebody to die, but they say his bones cannot be broken? It was captured in prophecy. That none of his bones shall be broken. So it's like it was okay to kill Jesus. but it was not okay to break his bones. That will be pointless suffering. Are you there? Wounds, yes, because we have transgressions. Bruise, yes, because we have iniquities. Chastisement, yes, because we need peace. Stripes, oh, we need healing. When you now look at the fact that they tore the side of Jesus, it is such a powerful, powerful picture of the new creation. Such a powerful picture of the bride of Christ, the emergence of the church. Because he is the last Adam. And when it was time for God to bring a wife, a bride, for the first Adam, God put the man to sleep. And when the man slept, God went to his side. And it was from that side that he brought out the bride. And when the last Adam came, and it was time for his bride to emerge, they opened his side. I'm saying to you that nothing that Jesus suffered was pointless.